24th on a Monday.
24th on a Monday, 27th on a Thursday.
Either day's all right.
I'm having a surgery, the 17th, but I'm not that much.
You want to try it on what day was that, Don?
On the 17th, I'll be out for a while. Well, at least a couple days, 3 or 4.
Okay, so you would probably be out 24th and 27th, is that what you're saying? Or was it 27th?
Probably need a week to recover.
You want to try the 27th? Is that a better date for you then?
Thursday's
Okay. Board?
So we also have a calendar meeting on the 27th. Is that-
Oh, yes. Yes, you're right. That would work. So I will send out an email to remind the board on the 27th, and we'll put that on there. And a bit of good news there. Ms. Crowley also shared with us that since we were the first to ask for that, there is a Gates Foundation grant that's going to pay for the superintendent evaluation training. So the fees have been waived on that, and of course, we'll still pay and reimburse for the cost of travel. But that portion is going to be at no cost. And that's for being in the Bluebird class. There's 3 items that will need to go on the under new business. Disaster relief request for days. That'll be going to the commissioner for a request of disaster days. That is separate from any days that the legislature is considering allowing to districts. This is for disaster. This is because of the Fly Rock incidents at the beginning of the year. So that request, I recommend approval of that so we can send it out to the commissioner tomorrow. The next item is the insurance decrease for the old Shelby Park High School building. Mr. Jonathan Shaw came down and met with myself and Larry James. The building, as I shared in the Friday View with the board for your consideration, because it is considered vacant, I think there's some playroom in that because we're using it for storage. But because of that, the insurance coverage is going to drop from the replacement value of about $32 million down to $1 million. Now, of course, that's going to drop our premium down considerably as well. But, like, I don't know if you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Shaw about this, but we, other than protesting, there's not a whole lot. What do you think?
No, insurers usually don't like to insure vacant property. Because, no, there's not much you can do about it. Change insurance carriers. I don't know if you had a bid on insurance last year or not, but it'd be nice if you could get 2 or 3 carriers who would bid on coverage.
Of course, it would be difficult to get an insurance carrier to carry this particular building under these circumstances.
That's correct.
I will keep the board abreast of that, but that's the offer of our current carrier.
Both bids last year were for the same insurance.
And I also sent the board a snow plan. We may or may not have a need for that, but we're trying to address the school attendance days as much as we possibly can. So I put that on the board for your consideration and recommendation.
Hey, on new business, I have a few things.
What?
A few things to do with Head Start. That's right. If you don't care.
Oh, that's up to the chair and the board.
Those concerns.
How many items?
Oh, just Head Start.
Head Start.
That's it, sir.
So, Mr. Meadows, we were going to wait for Sheila.
Who?
Sheila, please.
What should do the reports?
I'd like to welcome everyone this evening. It's good to have a nice crowd out. And we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. And the first item on the agenda is, I guess, the Pledge of Allegiance.
You have a student. You got a student? I sure do. Come up here and lead us. Either one of them. Either one of the students. Or both.
Start them. You ready? Okay.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is student spotlight. On Horn, County Spelling Bee Champion.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's always exciting to recognize our kids, and it's getting to the point to where we have so much and to recognize, and so many of our kids to recognize, which is a good problem. But we might want to consider opening up the venue to where there's more rooms, especially when we start talking about academic teams and athletic teams and just a lot of successes in the district to celebrate. And really, that is the highlight of the board's time here, is celebrating and recognizing student achievement. But we have one here with us this evening that is recognized because of his competitive edge in the spelling bee, and that would be Colin Horn. Colin, come on up here. In Martin County Schools Student Spotlight, this certificate is awarded to Colin Horn for exemplifying the value of a Martin County education. Mr. Horn is the spelling bee champ. Let's give him a round of applause. That was a great job. Now, tell the board what your next steps are now that you're the district spelling bee champ.
Well, this Friday, or till Saturday, it's the state spelling bee, and if I get, I don't know, but if I have to get in the tops or something, and then I go to nationals in DC, but I doubt that.
Okay. Now, how do you study for these things? Do you like read Webster's dictionary?
No, Mom just.
Do you have a list of words?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does your dad coach you?
No.
And
Okay.
where is the competition? Where's the state?
In Louisville. Wonderful. You're going to go down to the golf house. You're going to be the spelling bee champ, right? You're going to bring back the trophy. All right. Now tell the board, what was the word that you spelled correctly? Can you spell it today?
Trajectory. Trajector.
Very good. Good job. Good job. Very proud of our young people and our students. Certainly, we had an opportunity to go over and watch the spelling bee, and I sat there with some administrators in the back, and I'm shaking my head from the first word. I'm thinking, not me. That's why I was never in the spelling bee. So there were some challenging words there. So our kids are meeting the bar. The bar is certainly raised at our student spelling bee. All right, our staff spotlight for this evening is for Mandy Lawson. Mandy, come on up. Mandy is being recognized for her contributions to her profession. Mandy, I'll let you share that with the board.
Which part?
Well, what you're going to be presenting.
I was asked to present at the Kentucky Council of Teachers of English. I do a lot of work with the National Writing Project, and I'm a Kentucky Reading Project Fellow as well as a Writing Project Fellow. And I do a lot of work with literacy, and I got to share my session called Building Writers, and it's really exciting. It's exciting work.
Well, we're proud of you. Now's the time to ask for a raise, too.
And can I have a raise? And I really appreciate the recognition. I mean, this is the pay, and I appreciate it. So.
Well, teaching is incredibly
I
hard.
remember Nandy when I had her in Van Gogh's, of course, she'd miss practice sometimes to make apple butter, was it? She's come a long way since apple butter.
I had an opportunity to spend some time with Mandy and her family last week, not under the best of circumstances, but it was a time to reflect upon your impact, educators' impact on the community. And you certainly have a lot of educators in your family, your extended family, and we're just glad that you're here in Martin County and just continue to give to the kids generation after generation. We're proud of what you're doing and the recognition that you're bringing to Martin County, and you're leading the profession from Martin County, and that translates into our student achievement. That's who benefit from this.